Okay, all right. So we've got a guest star GM tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and that's DBJ. And we're going to be participating in his Vanguardians, Defenders of the Spiral Arm Empire, which is going to be a Fate one shot. And I'll introduce the participants. So first up, we have DBJ, who is our GM tonight. So DBJ, you want to say anything, or you good?
No, I won't say anything. No,
Okay.
I'm fine. Okay, no. Hey, it's DBJ. Instead of spelling it out, just look up "Bring Back the Magic." Post up videos about role playing, mostly about Dungeons and Dragons, but just general things. And I thought I'd try my hand at a Fate Core overpowered one shot.
Okay, and then next we have Ian.
Hi, I'm a little bit lost in the woods, but looking forward to it. I'm not a big superheroes guy. Never really got into comic books, so bear with me. I'm going to just try to kind of just invoke what I remember from awesome like anime cartoons and stuff like that. Yeah, and if you want to check out my channel, Fantastic Dimensions, I do lots of actual play videos and stuff there.
Okay, cool. All right, Jim.
I am Jim the Chaos Net, and I love comic books. I'm going to be able to channel my inner nerd here, and 40 years of comic book reading shall come out in DBJ's outstanding adventure. Today I'm playing Plax Corazin, who is a Vanguardian of the Black Moon Cartel, which seems to be the confederated criminals who have been granted legitimacy because they've grown so large. And he's a representative, and he's been given the power of the companion stone, which makes him very, very powerful. And he doesn't always respect the law. And I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Okay, thank you. All right, Lloyd.
Okay, hello. I'm Lloyd. I run the channel at YarlDM. And this will also be my first superhero game ever, so I'm looking forward to this. I'll be playing Praetor Vanis, who is a representative of the Empire. So yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, Joe.
All right, my name is Joe. I'll be playing Gian 4 of the Ilago in Exile. I've first game I ever played actually happened to be a superhero game, so yeah, I like superhero games too. I'll be playing basically a synthetic or robotic being whose biological race has since been exterminated. I'm the fourth copy of I guess, of the history and maintains the knowledge and culture of my race and seeks to learn more about what's going on in the universe and to protect it.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to be playing Oxmo of Foundation 3, and he's a Vanguardian Knight and there is no higher calling, so obviously he's a pretty noble person who takes his job pretty seriously. And I don't know why these guys are calling it a superhero game, because it's sci-fi. And DBJ, take it away, man.
Okay, and this is just to let those know who are going to tune in to watch this. This is a Fate Core game, and it is specifically designed to be completely overpowered. All of the players are gifted with a companion stone. They will be able to fly to the farthest reaches of space in their full nakedness. They will be flying through atmospheres, throwing around. Well, maybe not throwing around, but they sure will be encountering, like, falling planets, coronas of stars, high radiation, all of those kind of things, and just see where it goes. But just to let them know and let anybody else know that although it does seem very superheroic, I don't feel like you have to be four-colored or make it black and white, or feel like you have to put your fists on your hips and shut your thrust your chest out or anything like that. This can get as dark as it needs to, and it probably will. But just have some fun with it too. And I'm going to use some inject some fake core modified rules, especially with very large creatures and monsters and things of that nature. So I want to try that out as well because I thought we'd have some fun with that. And here we go. Now, this opens up with all of you together in an antechamber to the Spiral Arm Empire's committee room. Beyond this room, there's a chamber where tens of thousands of races that belong to the Spiral Arm Empire meet and decide and argue over all the minutia that requires governing the spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy. And it is a body that comes together what would on Earth terms be 24/7. There are always there's treaties and mineral rights and all of these things, and there are hundreds of these antechambers when because of thousands of people arguing over one thing is very impossible, that maybe a few hundred planetary systems will gather together and decide on a course of action based on what goes on in their particular sector. If you needed a mental image, if anyone who still remembers the prequels to Star Wars and hasn't completely edited them out of their brain, there was a chamber where all the senators met, and as each one spoke, they were on this floating platform and they could address the whole assembly, and it's very much like that. And to the side there's an antechamber. In this chamber, many of the races that are represented, they come into they come into the place either via holograms or through proxies, and they very much are of the type where when you see one alien, there's like a 7-foot purple alien, and next to them is a blob with wearing a medallion around its chest, and then there's another alien, and you guys are made up of a huge ensemble of alien races. But the Vanguardians, as your Vanguardian knights, very rarely meet together more than 2 or 3 at a time. Unless there's something specific that the Spiral Arm needs, they communicate with you through long distances. And with the power of the stone, they can communicate with you through quantum links, so you can get information immediately. Hey, this is going on, that's going on, but you've been gathered together. And although it's very rare and each of you know of each other, each of you may represent a part of a sector that may not necessarily agree with the political practices of another sector, but you are all members of the same community. When you're in this chamber, it's like a half dome. The floor is flat, but the ceiling is domed, and it allows for a holographic image to be placed of anywhere in the Spiral Arm galaxy. And before you is an alien. Let me see if I can pull up I'm not sure if this will let me do it, but I will try. There is a chancellor, and that individual is talking to you guys and pulls up a map of the Spiral Arm Empire and zooms into a planet known as of Ogren. Let me see if I can pull this image up here, share it with you guys. Come on. This will be my first time doing this. There we are. Let's get this big. Alright. Go back here and screen share.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
See it?
Perfect picture. I like it.
All right.
He looks kind of like Gerald DM.
Cool. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello?
No, all good.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. All right. So alien comes in. He's got his hands in his robe, and he says, "I'm very sorry to pull you away from your your duties around the system, but this is very important." He takes his hand, points into the sky. There's thousands of stars. It displays all around you, zooms in, and you see the planetary system called Ogren, and they tend to have like Foundation 3. They will name a planetary system, and they'll name each planet starting from the sun on out, like Ogren 1, Ogren 2, Ogren 3 on out, depending on how many planetary systems there are, planets floating around this particular star. So it's actually Ogren 2, which is in the sweet spot to create life. He draws his hand, and a red line draws away from the planet to another galaxy, and you see something moving towards that planet. And he says, "A star system which has exploded 50,000 years ago has sent debris and chunks and asteroids flying in all directions. Unfortunately, Ogren 2 is in the path of one of these very large, very dense pieces of planetary mass. We would have told you, and one of you knights would have been easily able to take care of this matter, but the population will not leave the planet. They feel that their religious affiliations dictate that they are to, well, be annihilated by the impact of this planetary system. They have predicted this for many generations, and they have no intention of leaving. It is our intention as the Spiral Arm Empire to respect their religious wishes, and it wasn't until now that they agreed to allow not just one of you, but many of you to intercede on their behalf. Unfortunately,
And Russ
only have
just now strolls into the assembly room, kind of stifling a yawn.
Just give him this withering look. Like, ugh, this guy.
What type of trade does the planetoid have?
trade. There is no trade with them. It is a religious planet. They have no mineral rights, no army. It is a place of peace and joy. At least that's what I've heard.
They have no trade, then they should be annihilated. We should respect their wishes. They have nothing of value to give.
Well,
Who are we annihilating?
there is a planet. It is in danger. Will you not just investigate and find out what is wrong? Why would these people not want to leave? You are knights. You are Vanguardians. You defend our galaxy, and they are a member nation. They are member people. We must save their lives, even if they do not know better.
I stand up and turn towards the group as a whole, and I put my fist, over my chest in kind of like a signal of like authority, and I say, of course, he's correct. It is our duty and our honor to save these people. And then I kind of look at the dignitary and I say, regardless of whether or not they want to be saved or not.
Of course, you would say that, Oxmo.
And
of course you wish them annihilated.
No, we should respect their wishes. People have a right to govern themselves, even if it leads them to their own destruction. They're fools, of course, but still, they have nothing of value. We have no gain here, except the utilization of our own resources.
And
You, Oxmo, you simply wish to bring them, you and Vanis, you two wish to bring them into the fold.
they've changed
What
their
are you
minds
hiding?
as we were told.
What are you hiding? There must be something of value on that planetoid. What
I
are
look
you
at
not
the
telling
dignitary.
us?
I step forward and I say I say that regardless of what value you feel that they hold there is irrelevant. So the fact is that they made the decision to have their lives spared from this catastrophe that is destined to befall them. So every living being has the right to exist. I say that even I say I know this more than any of you, as my entire existence is based upon the death of my entire the race that created me.
Says he who isn't even truly alive.
I said,
How
what
was
is
a
truly alive?
how is a device, a mere device, even granted a companion stone?
I said the
It's
companion
not for you
stone
to
chose
decide
me.
who gets a companion stone or not, Plex.
I would think, Rux, that you would be a little more astute about this situation. Don't you see what they're trying to do? There's something at play here. They're attempting to some
Oh,
trickery.
well, you were thinking, were you? Well, that's new.
Ladies, enough of this. Can we please all relax and look at this analytically? There are billions of lives at stake. We have to make the decision. The decision is made. We will save these people, whether their
I care
delusions
not.
want them to be saved or not.
Billions of people need saved, I guess, and that's what knights do, right?
And perhaps there is a gain here for the Black Moon Cartel. For I speak for the Black Moon Cartel as a people and a nation.
All right. Well, the Chancellor, who is very good at what he does, knows not to intervene with when the power of worlds starts going at each other. But he says, we only have hours to avert this catastrophe. Please, if the exit is here, if you don't mind, the people of Ogren 2 would gladly leave your assistance. And might I end, Plax, please do not investigate the allegations that there is something more involved in this. The assembly is together talking about these things, and it is possible that this member nation may be pulled into our fold in a more, shall we say, productive status. So, yes, thank you, and good cycle to you all. And he
Your
walks.
law means nothing to me. And I'll fly out. I'll zoom up into interstellar space, or into orbit, into a low orbit.
The planet that you're on is very much like a Coruscant. It's a planet that's just a full city of representing all the nation
You're breaking up
member races, and so it's nothing but just technology and speeders and 2-mile high buildings all around. I was actually going to try to pull up a picture of that if I could.
He's coming in pretty good, Joe. It may be you.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Maybe it's me. Okay, I hear him clear now.
Once I get out into space, I'm going to use my quantum energy, my gravity, and I'm going to attempt to make a gravity-based Stargate towards the Ogren system.
Okay.
I
Make
will zoom up there and I'll help him figuring that. Even though I can move many systems at a time, not all of my companions are so gifted.
You may absolutely establish one and take them with you, but make a roll. Plax, make a roll.
Which skill? I'm going to use my navigation to properly set the Stargate to go the right direction. How's that?
Sure. And the stone will give you a +2 on that.
I clicked it twice, but I didn't see what the first roll was. All right, so I got a 3, and if you said the stone will give me a +2, that would be a 5.
Absolutely. You succeed with style, so you can open one and take everyone through whether you describe how you want it, like wormhole.
Yeah, it'll be kind of a dark kind of distortion in space, It's not flashy or anything like that, but you can see the gravity is pulling itself inside, forming a wormhole, and whatever uh, Lloyd or Janice does to help, he he adds his 2 cents into it, and he kind of stabilizes it so that the others are able to follow through as well.
I think I may be the
Even though I didn't
slowest.
need his help.
I may be the slowest of the group, so I'll bring up the rear, um, as usual.
I'll go on through as well.
Um,
So, can I ask? I've touched every world. That's one of my aspects. So I think I would know something about this place. Is there something that I would think, being like a chancellor and knowing all the ins and outs about this world, that I think maybe we're after it for its rich minerals or something like that? I might have an inkling, maybe.
it's possible, but do you have
I have contacts,
Mhm.
um, or yeah, that's probably, or I have knowledge. I could do knowledge.
or make knowledgeable?
Sure.
See how.
Okay, that'll be a +2.
Cool. You do know that there are systems nearby that want to, essentially, they want to have trading rights, mineral rights for the planet. Because of the law, they do not allow that, as respect for their religious beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, any crack in the political armor that they have, people are going to jump on it. Whether it's trade for people to visit there, the only quote unquote trade they have are people who go there for religious pilgrimages, and anyone that goes there under false pretenses is forcibly but gently asked to leave. They apparently they don't have a standing army. They don't have orbital defenses or anything like that. But if someone comes there under false pretenses, after a while they're just shunned. No one answers their questions. Everyone turns away from them and they walk away.
Okay.
So yes,
All
but
right, I'll
as
definitely
far as
keep
like,
that to myself.
but no one knows if there are actual mineral rights there, and so getting someone in there legally by the Spiral Arm Empire's law, they would love it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, when you actually arrive on the edge of the system, and immediately you feel gravity pulses millions of miles away from the planetary system. You know that this is caused by another huge gravity source hurtling towards this planet. Okay, and the following aspects are corona of the sun, let's see, gravity well, and what is that? Re-entry. All right, and in using your vast galactic senses, all of you see this large, looks like a comet, blasting its way across space, and will impact the world in about 3 standard hours time. Its path is going to take it around very close to their star system and accelerate it towards the planet. And so as it gets closer, it looks like it's a comet because bits of material are blasting off of this planetary thing, and it's hurtling towards the planet. Actually, there's actually one more, and that's called a debris field. There we go. And does anyone have
Is that hey, DBJ? Is that debris field? Is that around the planet or the asteroid?
Around the asteroid?
Okay.
It is so large, it is creating it has its own gravity. So it is not. If you were to, you're not there, but if you were to land on it, it's so large, is planet size, so it would draw you into it like a planet would.
Okay.
So at the same time, there's material blasting off of it. It's falling back onto its surface because it's so large, and then blasting off of it and falling back on its surface, and blasting off of it. So it's literally like
Popcorn.
a giant moon with debris around it, and it's swirling around the planet, this mass, and it's getting hot as it comes around the sun. And probably, if it gets enough momentum, instead of impacting the world, it'll probably punch a hole through it. All right. Now, there are 2 other planets in this system. Ogren is the second one. There is a first one that's closer to the sun, very much like Mercury. There's no life on it. It's hot. It just orbits around it. And then there's another one very far out in the system, which is the orbit that you've kind of fallen into when you've opened up the wormhole. And it's like Pluto. It's small, it's frozen, and it's on that edge. Just to let you guys know, one of you do not have the power to move a whole planet. If you work together, you probably could, but chances are you kill all life on a planet.
Yeah.
If you moved a planet with life on it. If you all work together, you could actually move another planet, but you have to be very careful, because if you move a whole other planet near another one, you know what can happen. But other than that, you can do whatever you want.
Well, I just like to say that I could move a planet, but I don't want the others to feel too inferior, so I choose not to.
So just floating in the infinity of space, I'll just pinch my nose as if I've got a headache, just like so sick of roots.
And as I come through the wormhole, I say, "Yes, Plax, of course, I wouldn't expect you to hold the door open for a lady. So, what are we here to do?
Show me a lady.
What's the problem with this planet?"
A planetoid is going to impact into it and destroy all life on the planet. We need to stop that from happening.
What are your orders, Praetor?
This is what I think we should do.
Who put him in charge? Or her?
I was born to lead.
I say, we'll leave this, and I'll go flying off towards the asteroid.
Damn it, Plax! Every time. Right, I'm as fast as Plax, so I'll after him.
You're much faster.
I'll try and so as he's zooming at intergalactic speed, I'll try and fly in front of him and backwards. So I'm going backwards and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, Plax, we need to work together. You can't do this by yourself. Billions of lives are at stake. Take it seriously for once.
If the lives are gone, then whatever mineral rights that planet has would be open.
How can you be so callous? There's billions of lives.
They're not my people. They're not part of the Black Moon cartel.
All people are people.
Not to be too supportive of Plax's point of view, but I do believe that the Chancellor said that they didn't really want our help in the first place, didn't they?
That was initially. Now they do. They realize the folly of their, their initial plan or lack thereof. Obviously, they've lost faith in their God, and now they need us.
Well, Death's Hand will definitely make someone change their minds.
Typical.
DBJ, it's okay that we kind of assume that we can communicate with each other over the distances and stuff, right? Either via our stones or okay, all right, just.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm going to establish a radio wave connection via electromagnetic link up.
Well, now you may need to do that if you need to communicate with those who are not Vanguardians.
Okay.
So it's assumed you guys can communicate, but not with any other races or cultures or.
All right. I'm going to try to establish a link up with the I guess with the senior people on the planet, I guess, or try to establish where the main sense of government or religion or whatever will be on the planet, and get an assessment as far as how badly the planet is being affected.
Pick a skill. What do you want to do? I mean, how do you want to do it, or which skill do you want to use?
Technology. Try to do a computer link up.
Okay.
So technology plus I got +2 with computer interactions skills.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make it fantastic.
Wow.
Okay.
Can you Zahn,
Yeah,
can you project my image to them? Because I am the image of perfection.
You telling me that? Because I'm
Yeah,
just establishing the link right now.
yes, that's what I would like you to do.
Okay, I say if you wish, and I do exactly that. 'Cause
Okay.
it doesn't make a difference to me.
Who am I speaking to?
Okay. You link into the computer system on the
Legendary.
global computer system that they have, and they have no computer defenses at all. Like you're expecting, like at least a little bit of a firewall or something. Nothing, and all of the trio screens and 3D things are focused on someone named Doan. Doan the Wise. There's a large mountaintop, very much reminiscent of like the mountains of Tibet, and there are people that are making pilgrimages to this mountaintop of a holy site, and there's someone there standing at the holy site, long robe. Let's see if we can pull the image up, and I will try to. Let's see. Here we go. Screen share. Come on. Come on. Yeah, computer. Do what I say. And boom.
Okay.
Love it.
Doan the Wise. Now what the hell?
We still get okay. We still got it.
Okay.
There you go.
It literally froze on my screen like it's in front of me.
You're good. Oh, we see you.
Okay. All right. All right. So the Doan is like up there chanting some kind of mantra, arms up to the sky, looking at the sun, and from the video screens of what they can see, it looks like the sun is turning into two suns, because of the blazing planetoid that's coming around the bend, as it were, and there are people chanting like the prophecies are real. We will ascend to a higher level of existence, and those kind of things. People are like throwing flowers and handing each other sandwiches and fruits and such. They're having a pretty good time.
Okay. I will stand there or hover there in the vacuum of space with my arms folded across my chest, and my companion stone that's embedded in my right temple will be pulsing. And as I finally get the connection with this Doan the Wise, I kind of see all of the followers like a pool of faces and bodies around him, in adoration, and like you said, throwing flowers and passing around fruit to each other, and everyone's chanting just like a sea of faces and bodies. And I can appreciate that, but I look at all this and take all of this in, and then I say, representative of Ogren 2, are you aware of your situation there?
And he looks up into the sky, and he looks up at you and says, "Are you that which comes from above? Are you here to transcend us to a different, higher plane of existence?"
I am here to welcome you and embrace you into the Empire itself, as a representative of the Spiral Arm.
Oh, well, join us then, and so that we may all ascend. We have no problems with any members of the Spiral Arm Empire, as you call it. The entire Empire could join us in our jubilation.
How long would it take me to get there and land at that point, flying at continental speed?
Oh man, 2 rounds, easy.
I'm on my way.
Okay. I get a quizzical look on my face, and I say, I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible, and I say, you misunderstand. My companions, the other knights that are here with me, we're here to save your dubious planet, not to ascend you.
We don't need saving. Our world has been through many a catastrophe. We have been affected by plague and war, and we have ascended all of those things. I understand you think that we are going to have a impact that will destroy all life on our planet, but that is not the case.
Okay.
Am I aware of this conversation, or am I too far away?
No.
Why not?
Due to Zahn's link into the planetary system, you can pick up these radio waves, and they're pretty much most of the planet. They've all tuned in. People are all sitting on their porches. There are people in boats and such having fun. You know, they're campers, and they're all like looking at their little video screens, like, "Wow, this is cool." Yeah.
I realize I'm not gonna get through to him.
DBJ?
Oh, go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, if I just want to make sure that he got what I was writing down there about downloading all information on the planet, like all of it.
Oh,
Since
okay.
it's wide open. And if there's anything that's contrary to what was told to us, as far as they're wanting to be saved, as far as like there's nobody anywhere on there that's like made a request, then
Well,
I'm gonna relay that information to the rest of the group.
okay. The spiral arm had basically gone to them and requested that they basically evacuate. Normal procedure. People said no, and a small contingent of monks actually left the planet to appeal to the spiral arm to be left alone, and they changed their minds after being shown all the evidence from a different point of view, and so they changed their minds. But this high priest Doan, who seems to have much sway over the people, doesn't seem to it's like, yeah, I know what you think is going to happen, but that's not what's our faith is stronger than that. You do find that the planet has undergone a large number of extinction level events. Plagues, global wars, global floods, solar flares. It's the planet, and for some reason a small portion of the people survive and they've come back. Now mind you, this is separated by maybe thousands of years, which intergalactically is far too often. Usually, you're talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, and even that's probably a little too often to happen over and over again. But apparently this planet is like a magnet for the worst catastrophes, and the people are like, no, we'll survive, or at least a small portion of them will.
I'm going to scan. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lloyd.
No, go ahead.
Let me just do one other thing, and then I'll let you guys go. Hang on 1 second, please. I want to turn to Zahn and ask him who is their god.
You are.
I will be in a second. Who is their god?
They know. Zahn knows that the high priest Doan has always been there and has always led them through these catastrophes to a better life. There's no indication that this high priest has taken advantage of them, meaning there's no slavery, there's no torture. You would think the first thing is, well, maybe they're just being mind controlled, like a planetary cult or something. Close to it, but no, most of the people they don't want to join, they don't have to. It seems strangely on the up and up. But Doan has always been there as a high priest for probably maybe the past I don't know, 1.5 million years.
Okay. All right. I can't get through to him. So I'm done, guys. Go ahead.
Does he give off a reading, an aura, this Doan? Does he seem like he's supernatural the way we are?
What do you use to see if you could see it?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Try something.
I got absolutely nothing in that.
See if he has any quantum, if he registers any quantum abilities. Yeah. That way it won't necessarily need to be real, accurate. You would just detect quantum powers or quantum energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Just some sort of reading of his kind of, because I figure that we would give off, like, if we were looking through like a certain type of goggles, we would give off like a blinding light. I figured that if he's been around for a million years, he must be something similar. So I don't know what I would use for that.
Notice.
Investigate.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And get a +2 from the stone, and then anything else you want to add to that.
Okay. So that'll be 3. I'll just leave it at 3. 3 is fine.
In total?
Yeah.
Okay. You do actually find that, and the quantum signature seems to draw a straight line actually to this planetary mass.
He's pulling.
You're not sure, like you don't feel like there's no like gravity pulses or something like that. It's a possibility that maybe he's actually like in conjunction with it, maybe summoned it.
Okay.
But like actively, like telekinetically pulling this planet to the thing. No, but it's a possibility that it may have been caused by this one individual.
Okay.
I would like to scan the planet to see if it has any, what its stone and metal makeup is. If there's anything, does it have dilithium crystals or trilithium crystals or something like that that would make it special to the point that the spiral arm would want this planet. What is it that people who came here wanted to mine?
Pick a skill.
Or do we know that?
No, you don't know that. But now that you're there, pick a skill, and you can get +2 on +2 on the roll, and then of course it'll be.
So my companion stone is actually a bunch of companion stones that orbit around me like ion stones.
Okay.
So basically, they fire off beams towards the planet and begin to scan. So I am going to make, I guess it would be just like a notice because I'm trying to see some things. So,
okay.
And I'll add the 2.
Fair
so
roll. Yep.
I need to,
The law means nothing to you.
Thinking about that.
Cold-blooded work, right?
No, I speak for the Black Moon Cartel as a nation and as a people. So this could be, if there's something of value here, I can use it to kind of get the cartel in there first before the spiral arm. So I'm going to spend a fate point and reroll.
Okay.
Much better. So that's going to be a 2-4.
Perfect.
Total of 4.
Your scan of the planet comes up to be a pretty general, like mineral deposits, irons and uranium and gold and silver. Nothing too amazing there until you find one thing, and that the planet seems to have a like a biological effect, like bacterium, and it is highly adaptable, and it seems like every time one of these events happens, it affects the biology in the air of the planet. So almost like every time one of these events happen, it survives and adapts for the next occurrence of something to happen.
Okay, I'll say, who were you, Joe? Zahn.
If used properly, it would be the equivalent of a fountain of youth, to adapt as the people live here. They live peaceful and such. Death is
fountain of youth, huh?
Yeah, near fountain of youth.
I'll say, Zahn, I did a scan of the planetoid, and it uncovered a very high concentration of a bacterium called mesocardium.
Okay.
All right.
Have they been using it?
So
Can you tell if it's in the actual people themselves, or have they been refining it in any way?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I'll
hold on. Rux starts diving through the atmosphere now, burning and blasting his way into the atmosphere. So,
I would like
Okay.
to attempt something, if
well,
possible.
hold
I
on.
have
Hold on. Sorry,
go ahead.
let Ian go first.
Well, I
'Cause
wanted to try and stop him from destroying the planet by landing
Oh,
on it.
Don't worry, I'm going to slow down before I land.
I've got a planetary-wide force field that I can throw up,
Oh
so
my God.
I just don't want him to like land and destroy a continent with the speed that he's hitting it.
He'll flip it like a plate.
You're right.
okay. You're.
So like,
would
are you
you-
putting up a force feed to stop me, or is it just to slow me, or what?
More to slow you. I just don't want you to like impact like an asteroid, you know? Because knowing Rooks the way I do, I know that she'll like land in a Superman style or Dragon Ball Z style and just like punch through the planet. You know, I don't want that.
I project a thought to you, just say I had it, but thank you for your consideration. And just as a reminder, guys, Rux is a female. Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Just to remind, a couple people keep saying he, so
Sorry.
I'm a she. Thank you very much. But you all would have
Okay, I'm
noticed,
in
of
it.
course. So I will land just a few meters away from this prophet or whatever he is. And I will land with enough impact anyway to kind of shake the ground and, kind of maybe make everybody a little bit, the Star Trek way, they kind of rumble on their feet left and right and have a struggle to stay on their feet. And you said they were passing around food and all this fruit and sandwiches and stuff, right? And as I land in this impact, and what did you say he was? Was he a priest or something? Or
Yeah, a high priest.
Don't want to
so the high priest staggers a bit, and I walk up to him, and I adjust my size so that I match his approximate size and stature, because I don't know if I'm shorter or taller than these people, but whatever. I adjust myself to be about the same height as he is, and I walk up to him, and I say, "You're a fool, priest," and I snatch the fruit out of his hand, and I take a bite out of it, and I make a kind of a sour face, and I spit it out to the left of me, and I hand it back to him, and I turn and I look at the people that are gathered there, and I say, "You're all fools. I will show you your future." And I summon up some power and using the rays and waves, and I make almost like a projected like television type image, this huge, super, 10-foot screen kind of size thing. And it shows the surface of my planet, which is a desolated nuclear wasteland. It's blackened skies, radiation storms, people, struggling to survive amongst the rust and glass and the slate of the planet. And I say, you think you people can follow this man and you'll live through every earth-devastating event that comes your way. And so far you have, but how many of your people have perished along the way? How many of your children will perish this time? This that you see before you, this is not your future. This is my home world. The rust and the dust that those children play in, that is your future. For when this planetoid, and I project another image of this, I totally exaggerate, make this look like this just huge, burning like fireball of a meteor that's streaming towards their planet, will destroy your world and turn you all into nothing but dust.
Well, the priest surprisingly looks like he's heard all this before.
And can I
Like I mean, he's nonplussed by you snatching it away. I mean, intimidated by you, definitely. If you pull yourself to your full height, you'd tower over him by at least a head and a half. But the priest reaches down, and the people are like gathering their items that they dropped when you landed, because making this little small earthquake, whatever. And he goes and grabs some bread and bites a piece of the bread, and he goes, "I am sorry that this is a burden, that you carry with you and that your people, but your people could come here and live here with us and live through this, what you consider a calamity. We will be reborn. Don't you understand? This is for you. You could heal here. I am sorry that you had to live through such a bad, terrible experience, so horrific. You must share this with me.
Can I make a provoke roll to have maybe had some kind of effect on the people that are gathered? Not the priest himself, of course. I know I'm not going to sway him, but
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeesh. Okay, so it was a 3 minus 2 makes it a 1. Yeah, I don't think I got through to
Do
them.
you have
I'm
an
not
aspect
going
you
to
can
waste.
invoke, or
I'm not going to waste any fate points
No.
on it. They don't get it.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
actually,
realize this looking at them that they're all just blindly.
actually, I'm going to
Okay.
stop and give you guys all a fate point from the beginning of the game till now, because you guys are really cool into that. So I'm going to give everybody a fate point just because of that. What you guys are doing.
all right.
But no, they seem to be. Unfortunately, it just seems to be a very, like, religious faith that they seem to have. Like, they just seem to be, drawn into it. And Rux, you may have even seen this before or heard of this happening, like, on your world before, and it's terrible. It's like, oh, not this kind of stuff all over again. But
Yeah.
just to let you know, in the sky, like, the sky is getting brighter and brighter, and this thing is just hurtling towards the world as it's gaining. The asteroid is gaining speed as it slingshots its way around their star.
So Rux gets frustrated, and she turns and faces the priest and says, "Well, I see that you nor your people will be swayed. I care not, but the Empire does care. And so we will save you whether you want it or not." And she takes back off, summoning back her little projected screen television with her, taking her toys and leaving.
Take off, breaking the sound barrier kind of thing?
Yeah, but I'll take it easy. I won't burn up their atmosphere or anything like that.
Okay.
This isn't my first time to the ball.
All right.
Can I boom down with the connection that Zahn made? I would like to speak to this priest as the representative of the Empire. I will say, what was his name?
Doan.
Doan the Wise. This is Praetor Vanus, Chancellor of the Empire of the Spiral Arm. We have come under direction of some of your citizens to save your world from utter destruction. Preliminary scans of the planet show a connection between you and the meteorite. Are your people aware of this?
We are absolutely aware of it.
You have called this to you. You have brought this doom upon yourself.
I don't think so. There's no power in the universe that could do that.
Perhaps a million-year-old man could do it.
If one existed on our world, there's no one that lives that long on our world. We are, from what I understand, we're all reborn.
Doan, I am a being of intergalactic power. You cannot lie to me. I can see through your deception.
Do you have a rapport maybe, or even?
Yeah, I've got rapport.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 3, and I will invoke Chancellor and Vanguardian to bring it up to a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you easily make it. It actually is 3 over, so you succeed with style. You realize that it's probably a chances are that he's not lying, but may absolutely be responsible for everything that's happened at the same time.
Okay. He might be aware of it though.
Yeah. You're not sure if you make an attempt to remove him from the world, you're not sure what would happen, but you're completely aware that if he's got the power to draw like another planet into his own planet, there might be some horrendous things may happen.
Okay.
But right now he's not giving off any like he's not, blazing with energy. There's no like radiation coming off of him. There's no psychic power that's like affecting your mind. Nothing like that.
Okay. Well, I will say to him, despite your deep faith, which I can understand, I have had to save thousands of worlds from a similar fate, and yours is no different. I cannot allow billions of people to die, and so we will protect you from this oncoming disaster. The Empire welcomes you gladly, with open arms. And I'll cut the transmission.
Okay.
And I'll turn to the rest of them, and I'll say, we need to move this meteorite and throw it into the sun.
As you command, Praetor.
I say wait. I say let's see here. Did I discover anything what Plax was? Because like I said before, Plax asked me something. I was looking into that, but I also looking into something else too.
You were looking into the biology of the world, and that it happens to be like a single cell organism that just completely invisible to the eye. It's in the water system. It's in the air. It's in the plants and such, and it just exists on the world. And like Earth-made roaches, it survives after every single cataclysm, stronger and probably immune to what had happened before.
Okay. All right. I relay that to Plax, and then the other thing I wanted to do is because I'm a computer, I could do a lot of things at the same time. I'm calculating the needed trajectory to divert the planetary body in order to save enough of the population so that it'll survive. I'm not concerned about saving the entire population, just enough that it'll survive.
Okay. You do know that you could either get the population to move willingly. You know that they're not going to want to do that unless you get the high priest to say, hey, let's all move to like this side of the planet. You know that maybe you could set up if you all combine together and set up a force screen, but that might be problematic, although many of you probably can surround the whole planet.
I'm kind of thinking, I'm sorry to kind of, what I was kind of thinking is that since there is, what planetary system is this again? This is,
Ogren.
Ogren. Okay, I'm thinking if we can pull Ogren 2 close enough to the other body, it can divert it enough that it might rip up some of their atmosphere, but enough to where like they'll survive.
Why don't we just blast the asteroid? Why go through all that?
Put in the sun. If we move the planet out of its orbit, annihilation is just as likely.
Yes. Or we could just kill the high priest and cow the people.
I said that is not our purpose here.
Unacceptable.
Why? He's a fool. He's going to be a problem. He's a problem now. He's going to be a problem in the future.
We are not sent here to intervene in the religious leanings of this planet. We are sent here to save it from utter doom, and that's what we're doing.
If we want to save it from utter doom, we're going to have to get rid of that guy eventually.
I must agree with Rux because
better now than later.
I think he would actually be a problem with the law of the Empire.
When you going to say that he may be causing all this to happen in the first place?
If we stop this disaster from happening, they might see him as a false prophet, and we can do this without destroying half the planet and killing millions of people. It's too many people to die. I won't allow it.
We can deal with him after we save the planet. Agreed.
Yeah. Sounds good. We will. We don't need your permission, Praetor.
Yes, you do.
Rux, he is the Praetor. He is our leader.
Who's your leader?
Whatever.
Forgive them, Praetor. They know not what they say.
Oh, loyal Oxmo. You and me to the end.
Law and order, Praetor.
Yeah, well.
So obviously Rux has been a problem for you before, Praetor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's well used to her. And to Plax. The two of them have been troublemakers from the start. So
right.
the Praetor will say, I think our best...
Do I have to roll?
To create... which direction did you want to go? And I don't mean that physical direction, but did you want to move the object, like the mass, you want to move the planet. I guess I'm not catching which way you want to go with that.
I think we have two different ideas.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Joe.
My initial thought was like you said, like it's, these planetary bodies are basically pulling on each other, and I'm kind of using because I have like navigation, so I'm thinking that the best course of action would be to bring in another large object to kind of have it pull it just enough to where it'll, instead of us trying to keep up with this, body that's moving at an incredible speed, it'd be much easier for us to pull in a planetary body that's already there to divert it just enough so that it'll avoid crashing, or totally annihilating the planet. And also to help us to divert it so it doesn't go careening into like another system's planet either.
And where do you figure on just getting a planet?
Well, there is Ogren 1.
Ogren
1 is like Mercury. It's completely lifeless. It's close. It's orbiting the sun, their own sun, and it's a boiling rock because it's close to the sun. You could move that to affect the trajectory if that is what you want. Sure.
But would that not affect the orbit of Ogren 2 since it's in the same system?
And think of the debris and the destruction and the collateral damage of a planet exploding another planet. It would just destroy the solar system.
Yeah, it would cause damage, although Zahn is pretty smart. So, I mean, yeah. You could, I mean, there's no really good answer to this, but yeah.
I think a very
John says that I've already calculated that regardless of what we do, there's going to be a 67% loss of life on that planet. I said this is the best option that I've been able to determine in order to save a reasonable amount of life on the planet for them to continue to survive.
Why not?
Zahn, override 1634.
Are you compelling him?
Why not create a Stargate and just capture the planetoid?
What is wrong with putting the planetoid inside the sun?
Well, you can create You can create a wormhole that shunts it back into the sun. But if it goes into the sun, don't we run the risk of a reaction that may cause solar flares or some such?
Isn't it possible that if we put it into the wormhole, that it may burst apart, or its gravity field may be affected by the gravity field of the wormhole?
You could open up an event horizon. We don't want that.
That would pull in the planet itself.
Yeah.
You're no scientist.
You're a criminal.
And
wow.
You're an ass.
All right. So you guys come up with different ideas.
I think we should put it to a vote because we can't agree. And
well, we know what the vote's going to be. Rutz and I.
Don't attempt to split us.
Oxmo and you holding hand in hand, of course, which leaves the swing vote to Zahn. So we may as well just ask Zahn what his choice is.
He wants to destroy 67% of the planet. For some reason.
I'm not averse to
some
that.
supercomputer he is.
You said something about the Prophet being tethered somehow to the planetoid?
Right, what if the Prophet is destroyed? Then what?
Why not snatch the Prophet and move him elsewhere? Maybe the tether will move the planetoid elsewhere as well.
Well, there was a mention of the fact that if we moved him, the damage to the planet might be quite significant.
How?
He seems to be tied in with the...
we don't know. That is why we cannot chance it.
Mesocarthium 4. Too many unknowns. What is known is that if you put a rock inside the sun, it stops being a problem.
That is,
my
unless
responsibilities
that rock
are unimaginable. I've done this many times.
Change on that sign.
You've done this many times.
What is your command, Praetor? I do not understand. What must we do?
It is my counsel that we send this asteroid careening into the sun. The sun will absorb it. There might be a solar flare. If we put it on the other side of the sun, away from the planet, we should be okay. That's my thinking.
I said I project that will cause more harm than good. I project that will actually cause a 78% loss of life on the planet due to extended solar flares over the course of several hundred years. But if that is your decision.
Your plan is getting better, Praetor. I'll say come up with another one so that we can get to the vaunted 99% and all of the mesocarpium will be...
Gentlemen, why don't we compromise and send the prophet into the sun?
That's no compromise. Those are the words of a lunatic.
How do we move the planetoid?
You could use a little bit of color.
Could you recalculate and see if you can figure out any other sort of solution here that will cause a less severe loss of life?
I say, well, perhaps there is some validity to Plax's thought earlier regarding a gate. I said perhaps we could utilize the sun and the planetoid's gravity to assist us in trying to make a essentially a gate large enough to envelop the entire asteroid body and send it into oblivion in and of itself, into another part of the system.
Another idea could be my companion stones give me mastery over gravity. Do any of you
I have the same ability.
So if we're able to slow the velocity of the planetoid down to almost nothing, we could instill it as another planetary mass
there you go.
In this system.
Yeah, we can set it in orbit around the sun, and it shouldn't be a problem. That's the best solution, I think.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, our idea would be to
very well
slow the planetoid down.
Run the calculations on.
Yeah. Crunch the numbers.
99.9.
I said, well,
murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill.
I said, well, in order to slow down, I said the mass is currently hurtling at a speed of, I don't know,
really fast.
How many
velocity
quantums?
Is mass times acceleration, right?
Yes. I say, well, if we're going to attempt to do this, we have probably a 15-minute window or to accomplish the task that you set before us. After that, it may be beyond.
Trying to get a fate point or what, dude? Man.
I started zooming off towards the planetary, towards the.
Yeah.
So you've made up our mind then, yes, Praetor?
Nice.
Well, it's easy for you to say that, but my responsibilities are unimaginable. You don't have the weight of command under you. You don't know what it's like. And then I'll just zoom off towards the planetoid.
Touche. That's good.
What is the right of succession? How does it work exactly?
When you've saved hundreds of thousands of planets, then you could be Praetor.
I'll stay on Praetor's acceleration envelope, so he's much faster than me, so I can just leech off of his speed and keep up with him.
And I have to grab onto his coattails.
I gotta give everybody another fate point just for all that. Please, seriously. You're gonna need them too. Okay. Who is Zahn the fastest? I don't know who's the fastest.
I've got
Somebody's got a flight speed of inner system.
Yes.
I have inner system per round.
I'm only continental.
I got continental.
I have
Dude,
continental.
I'm city. What the hell?
Wow, I have inner system, so.
Okay. Well, okay. So you can pretty much get anywhere in the system in one
That's
round.
why he is Praetor.
Yeah.
Right. I'll race you.
All right. So the debris field is breaking up around this planetary asteroid. Your sensors detect that because it's not just an average asteroid, that the core of it is actually quite solid. Maybe it was from projected off of a gas giant or something. So the core is like the size of Earth's moon, and it's probably some kind of like diamond or something of that nature. Like it's that dense.
Wow. Okay.
So you you do realize that you guys have the power to actually shatter diamond if you wanted to. You could use all of the things that you wanted to do, either breaking it in pieces or move Ogren 1 in the way so it impacts it, or try to slow it down, or whatever. You can each of you can actually what's the way to describe it? Combine together to alter a portion of it as you do. Unfortunately, in order to quote unquote attack it, you're going to have to succeed with success around the debris field, because the debris field is blowing city-sized chunks off of it, and it's just coming back in. Tractor trailer-sized chunks, boom, and it's falling right back into its own gravity system. So, you can decide who wants to go first.
Well, I think I probably go first.
Can we get behind it and create a gravity? There's a gravity well here already, right?
There's actually two of them. The sun is creating one.
Okay, good.
You can fly away from Ogren and escape that, and then the projectile itself has its own gravity.
Is that the scene aspect, DBJ? Is that the gravity well that you see?
Yes, that is the gravity well.
Okay.
So there's a gravity well going into the sun?
Yes, and there's a gravity well going into the asteroid. If you do not act against it, you'll fall right into the asteroid.
So if we get behind the asteroid and slow it down, would it be possible for us to utilize the sun's gravity well to help us slow it down?
Absolutely. Or you may slingshot it into the sun if you want to, or try to move it away from the planet if you want to do that.
Well, we're trying to put it in orbit, right? Is that
we need to slow it down. If we try to shoot it, we may hit something, or it may break, or... Wait a minute.
Ideally, we would slow it down so it orbits between Ogren 1 and 2, I guess. There's quite a big different distance there, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that would probably be the place to put it.
Did anyone scan it to make sure that there are no invaders inside the spaceship?
Why would that be? Why that doesn't make sense. Who would dare do that with us here?
All right, I'll begin my scan of the asteroid.
So basically, what you're saying is we're going to get behind it and pull it rather than getting in front of it and trying to push it. Yeah.
How do you guys want to actually pull it? Are we?
I've got gravity control, and so does Plax. So I guess.
But is that through your? Is that through your stone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the quantum energy, or is that something different?
Quantum energy.
Okay. All right. I've got that too then. Okay. All right.
But we can use the existing gravity well of the sun to boost our gravity.
Okay. Sure. All right.
Yeah, I have quantum energy rays and waves. So rays and waves, I don't think I'd be able to do any pulling, but I might be able to kind of push it from a side.
Okay.
To try to help. Obviously we're not just slowing it down, but we're also trying to move it a little bit so it's not going straight towards the planet, right? So.
Now, does anybody want to physically touch it, or are you trying to get behind it, like literally landing on it, or are you just going to float in its gravity well and just like push it that way?
I think just get behind it in its wake.
Well,
Okay.
I'm thinking with all the debris and everything that's around it, I want to project a force screen around it to try to minimize all the debris and kind of keep it contained while they're working on maneuvering it in place, so like they don't have to worry about stuff,
All right.
Good idea.
I've got a great physique. So is anybody better than that?
Right.
I don't know. Okay, so
I got
then
good.
you guys want to assist me then?
Yeah, that seems
Okay.
best.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me make
Yes.
a
Yep.
let me create an advantage
Okay.
of
Quantum energy or gravity.
quantum. This is going to be a quantum
Graphic.
gravity well. Quantum gravity well,
Okay.
and I'm going to uh, I'll invoke the sun's gravity well if I need to as well. So let me create that advantage, and then he'll be able to use that. Okay, so that's a 3.
And you get +2 for the stone.
I'm sorry, that's a. What am I using?
I don't know. What are you using?
Yeah, that's a good question. I am using my will, I guess, to try to to will the gravity well into existence. My will skill is 0.
Okay.
And that will make that a 1 plus the 2 is a 3 total.
3.
To
Are
create
you
the
gonna? Are you
advantage,
gonna? Are
I'm
you gonna?
going to invoke the gravity well aspect that's there,
Right. Okay.
and add 2 more to make that a 5.
Okay. All right. And you definitely succeed with style and create the gravity well. So now everyone else can use that. Since you started that, and I understand this might be a little metagamey, you're going to need to achieve 30 points in total to completely affect what you wanted to affect.
I would create an advantage as well.
All right.
And I'll call it the cosmos are our plaything, or is our plaything.
It's 3 points.
And I'll use my will as well to activate my gravity powers to help out.
Okay.
I'm going to use a fate point to reroll that.
Praetor, what are you doing?
I'm trying. Okay, it's still not good. So that's a 2 plus the stone is 4. Okay, so 4.
Back to your desk job.
Not quite. I'll give you an opportunity to.
I will also invoke something. Let me see.
Yeah.
Can he invoke gravity well as the sun?
Yes.
Yeah, there are 2. Never mind.
I would invoke. My responsibilities are unimaginable, so I have to try so damn hard because this is so important. If I don't do this, people will die.
Okay. Okay.
So that'll put it to a 6 then.
I'll put it to a 6. All right.
People are gonna die anyway.
Absolutely succeeded with style. Now, remember, as even though it's not quite initiative, the planetary mass actually gets an action. So just keep that in mind as you guys are doing this.
So we got 2 free invokes on Plax's gravity well, and we got 2 free invokes on Praetor's Cosmos. What was it? Cosmos.
Cosmos is our plaything. I don't know. That's a difficult thing to put into grammar, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Cosmos is our plaything. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Rux, in her arrogance, goes along. She flanks, as her plan was, and she is going to attack the planetoid with her waves and rays as well of quantum energy and try to push it off course.
Okay. Okay.
So that will use fight. Yes, is that fair?
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So that's a +3, but I will also.
You get an automatic +2 from the stone.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes it a 5. And there's 2 gravity wells here, also with free invokes. No, there's a gravity well, and there's the one that Lloyd created.
Yeah, and the cosmos is our plaything.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Okay.
There we go.
I'll pile those both up there, so that'll raise it up to a 9.
Yeah. Wow.
Ah, hell. You know what? I'll spend a fate point and raise it to 11 by
Wow. Okay.
invoking. Let me look at my stuff here again. Um, I will invoke the battle-hardened Vanguardian from the nuclear wasteland.
Thought you said you were going to struggle with this. You seem to have a good grasp on it.
Jeez. Okay. You want to invoke that as well?
Yep, so I just marked off my fate point there.
Ooh, wow.
So I'm just waiting for all this and then the okay from you, DBJ, when I can move in and try to.
Okay. Well. So far, the you've sorry, Zahn has created a gravity well to attempt to slow it down, and then Praetor, playing with the cosmos as Praetor does, has created an opening so that this thing is blasted with gamma rays and X-rays and microwaves. Chunks are blasting off of it. Wow, it is the size of it is 1/3 what it had been as debris falls off of it and the debris starts hurtling towards the sun. And you may take your action. Absolutely.
Okay, so as Oxmo is the strong or represent a perfect representation of the strong foundation of the empire. He aggressively moves up and with outstretched hands and arms, he focuses the power of the stone and tries to drag the remaining pieces or part of this asteroid to a halt. So let me roll and see what happens. And then I'm gonna, well, I know what I'm gonna do, but let's see. Here's the roll first of all. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So I am going to invoke my aspect of no authority above the stone, neither empire or self, and I'm gonna re-roll first of all, because I can't have that. And not after all that. Wow. Okay. This is all right. So that will be a 4 plus. I'm gonna spin the Cosmos as our plaything and Zahn's Gravity Well, which will make it a 6. And then let's see. What else can I invoke? I guess I could try to also use the gravity well of the sun itself to aid me in my task. So I will also spend a fate point to invoke that, which will move it up to a, what did I say, 8. Okay.
To an 8?
Yes, so it's 8 total. Okay, and that's it. Could have been a lot better. That wasn't a good roll.
That was an awesome. What are you kidding me,
well,
right?
My base
Okay.
roll. Thanks to the guys doing their advantages and everything, and then you gave us some good aspects. So.
Okay. You fly in front of it. It's like front of it's blazing with flame and stuff, but you're not affected by that. And there, from the back end of it, you can feel like the gravity's just pulling off of it. Rux is blasting it with high energy, and you basically place yourself in front of it, hands, body outstretched. Metagame, you only need to do 5 more shifts to affect it. So we've got.
Oh, we're rolling. 5.
Yeah.
John hasn't gone yet.
No.
And John hasn't gone.
Nope. I'm about to. Yeah, I mean I'm the last one, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Seeing as he's almost got it in position, I will attempt to pull the rest of it into place. I will also move in to assist the the perfect one, and and attempt to utilize my stone to basically kind of aid me in basically kind of enveloping it in a electromagnetic field to kind of pull, kind of get a handhold on it, better than just on one little spot on the planet. So I guess I'll use my physique along with the stone.
Okay.
So
Um,
let me clear that.
Before you roll,
Yeah.
'cause I'll let you know, you're going to need 7 or more
Okay.
if you want to do it in one round.
No pressure.
No pressure. Okay. Anything else I can utilize? I still have aspects on the field I can use, right?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah.
We burn them all up, so you got to spend some fate points. But yeah.
Right, I know. All right. Well, that's what it is. If I have to use them, I have to use them. So here we go.
Or Ruts, you burn them all up.
I probably will have to. Let's see here. That would be. So that's -1 from. So that's fair, unless I use. Man, I need 7 points.
You can invoke Corona the Sun. You can invoke Reentry if you want to let it get that close. There's still a gravity well.
Yeah, but even if I invoke both of those, I'm still just going to be at Fantastic, which is 1 point shy, right?
And then roll.
Yeah, right. You can roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Or spend a. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll spend a point and roll.
If you mess up, it's only billions of lives. Not a big deal.
I know.
And you set the percentage anyway, so.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it is what it is. That's why I took down all their knowledge and stuff, so they can keep existing in my brain like a brainiac. Okay. I'll spend a fate point and re-roll. Ugh. Oops, I'm sorry.
Joe does not like to spend fate points.
He sure doesn't. He's a
Like
fate
a
point
miser.
Yep.
A little better, not much. That's still good. Still not gonna really make it. All right. Huh. All right. You know what? Can I succeed at a serious cost?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will do that.
Okay. What do you want me to decide on that?
Well, let's see here. I know, because if I do
Don't
what
get
I'm
scared.
thinking, if I do what I'm thinking, it's going to be kind of metagaming. But
I have an
do it.
idea.
Let it go, Joe. Let it go. Let him do it. Let it go.
I got you.
I'll let DBJ do it because I don't want
Okay.
to be called into metagaming. So.
Oh,
No,
not
no
you.
problem. No. Fine, I got it. All right. So, but for right now, you actually succeed. The cost is going to come a little later. I'm gonna separate the success from the cost for right now. I'm gonna hold on to it. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, but anyway, go ahead. Describe the whole thing. It's
Okay.
up to you.
Oh,
and you succeed. I mean, you actually stopped it, so you can describe how it happens.
All right. With all our combined efforts with the gravity wells and Oxum, grabbing onto it and me reaching around the planet essentially with like a field of energy and basically holding on to that to kind of cradle the planetoid body and pulling back with all my might. We managed to slow it down to an orbit that basically exists somewhere outside of the second planet.
Okay. When you slow it down, the debris has like because it was coming around the edge of the sun, it was hurtling towards the planet. The debris basically falls off of it. It actually, like, as you slow it down, it becomes debris that's close to the planetoids falls into it. The rest of it just falls up into space, almost like the circular debris field from Saturn, where it makes a ring around it, and you actually place like this, quite a few thousand-mile diamond into orbit of Ogren 2, or between Ogren 1 and 2, into an orbit around this planet. And your the computer system in your brain starts like going through digital systems for your navigation coordinates, because you've got hundreds of thousands of coordinates to all places you've been to and places you've gone. And apparently the spiral arm sends a signal into your computer system and starts downloading the coordinates of where you're at. Not unbeknownst to you, you know it's happening, but they send a signal to you, and they start getting the coordinates of where you're at and retrieving information of what you've seen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Not a problem.
Were we successful?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to Zahn.
So,
Okay, I
stopped,
kind of have a blank look on my face for a moment as I'm kind of like looking off into space, and then hey, whatever. So are you? And so then I turn and I say yes. I say we have succeeded. With minimal casualties.
so it stopped right now, right?
I believe
Yes.
it's in orbit.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, we placed it into orbit yet?
yes, you have.
Okay.
Placed in orbit. It's it's got the spin on it, like taking a basketball and spinning it so it like stays in its proper orbit. Guys back off of it just enough to make sure it's in the proper place. Zahn's probably better at that than you guys. You guys are far more raw in power. But yes, with all your combined power, you're able to take this small planetoid and basically make it a small moon in this system. Not much scan-wise, not much you could to it. I mean, it's pretty much just a hardened rock. Be very hard to mine, but probably incredible to start like trying to chip diamond off of a planet. I mean, you'd probably be able to get hundreds of years of diamonds off of it if they allowed something like that. But pretty incredible.
I want 10% of the profits.
I'll say I claim this planet in the name of the Black Moon Cartel.
I'll immediately say you have no right. It belongs to the Spiral Arm Empire.
Says who?
It's
the
not
law.
The Spiral Arm Empire.
Your law means nothing to me. I staked my claim.
Zahn, you get a message from the Spiral Arm just for you.
Okay.
And it's the Chancellor, and he says, we will need your help to open a portal into the Ogren system to allow, shall we say, safety and protective services to arrive. You don't mind if we do this, do you? Please, in service to the Empire. We ask this of you. We don't want to force our hand.
I kind of respond like force.
Like they could.
Like, why would you feel the need to do that?
Listen, you are the property of the Empire. Your people exist from our good graces. Now, we understand you are a powerful force to be reckoned with, but the Spiral Arm, we have the monks here, and they demand reparations for what you've done. You have stopped their religious beliefs, and they're bringing with them their own protective forces. and they're demanding that we allow them to. So please open the gate.
I
They
said, I
asked
said,
for it.
I said very well. I began the process of opening a gate for him.
Zon, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going
He's been
on?
hacked. He's been hacked.
I mean, we didn't hear that.
Override protocol
communication.
34XY.
It was a private communication, so we didn't hear all that. But like,
Where's
we
the
see
off
it
button
opening
on
a
this
gate.
guy?
Right.
Right.
I
Where's
just
the
started
remote?
opening the gate.
Okay. You open up a gate, and coming through the gate are, let's see. Oh, I think I have a picture of it too. I'm going to bring it up. Oh, let's close that one. There we go. And they are soldiers. Let's see. Nope, that's not a good one. Where is it?
Reparations before reproduction.
There we go.
It's an excellent
And,
aspect.
okay, I've got the picture. Now let me just share it. Bam, and bam, and oh.
Oh wow.
Did it come up?
Yeah.
Hey, Praetor. Who the fuck are these assholes?
Alright. Oh, it's frozen. Man, it froze my computer down. Gee.
I'm
We
waiting.
still got you. You're good.
All right. I'd
Okay.
tell the rest of you at this point. I say that I said due to our actions, I say that the spiral arm has demanded we allow these monks to come here for reparations.
But the monks asked us to do this task.
Those guys don't look like monks.
Oh no, they do not look like the monks at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
Is there any kind of designator or insignia or anything on them, or are they just? And actually, they are out in the vacuum as we are, or are they in vehicles or something?
They're in vehicles. They're
Okay.
actually piloting space vehicles, like would be equivalent to like space bikes.
Okay.
And they're pouring through, not like one or two or three. They're pouring through like a dozen at a time.
And are they armed?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They've got bikes they've got like the equivalent like photon torpedoes and antimatter rifles and things of that nature. But the spiral arm they are not there. The monks are not there. But the chancellor is communicating from the spiral arm empire headquarters to you, and says that the monks feel slighted that you have saved their planet because it has broken their although they initially agreed to have you guys arrive there, that they've changed their minds, or we
Hey,
spoke to them to.
we just did what
Hey,
you told us to do, Chancellor.
They are able to. They are legal residents of and part of the spiral arm. They can change their minds if they wish. We are just here to lay claim to ensure the peace and prosperity of these people. Thank you for your services. Your services are no longer needed.
Chancellor, you want us to destroy the planet?
You're overruled. Where's your superior?
I say it's obvious the Chancellor is moving in his forces to take the planet.
Unacceptable.
Just like
Okay, you're the boss, Venice. I need a target.
Who can I hail this spaceship?
is there a commander or like a alpha ship or
Yes, absolutely.
somebody?
Okay, I would like to be put in contact with him.
Okay.
And I will say to him, you were unauthorized to be in this space.
Okay. I've got a picture of it.
I don't think he is.
Cease your advance immediately. This comes from Praetor, Chancellor of the Spiral Empire.
Oh, there's a picture.
And I'm flying towards the ships, towards the Stargate that Zahn opened up for some reason.
I'm just confused. Do I attack the mercs or do I attack the planet?
Hold, Rooks. Let's do some talking to figure out who we're going to blow up.
Or you'll get pointed in the right direction here in a minute. Or in the wrong direction, maybe.
Just a moment. Let me see if I can. There we go. And I can share that one. Minimize that.
That fucking Chancellor double-crossed us.
Slimy Chancellor. He gives a bad name to all of the Chancellors.
He's dead.
That's the image when you hail the ship, the warship. That's the image of the commander.
Announce yourself.
And you hear this like, stand aside, Vanguardians. This does not involve you. This involves the politics of the Empire. Your services are no longer needed in this sector, and please disperse. We're laying claim to this property. These people are to be free. You have violated their own legal rights and even invaded their own religious freedoms. I am just a hired hand, a mercenary. Do not stand in front of my way.
Do you realize who you're talking to?
I'm talking to a hired gun. You are just weapons of the Empire. I'm here to clean up your mess.
My name is Praetor Vanus. I am a Chancellor of the Empire of the Spiral Arm. You will address me with respect. I am a Chancellor, just as the one who sent you is a Chancellor, and under my command you will not enter this space.
He goes, wow, you're just a talking head. Even with the stone, you're just a politician, one who argues.
No one insults the Praetor but me.
I would like to use my gravity powers to just rock the ship a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'll do one better. The gravity well is still there. So I'll spend a fate point and start charging it and start pulling these guys into the gravity well.
All right. Combat ensues. Let's see. I'll let Praetor go first.
Okay. I will just say to them, you are dealing with beings of incredible intergalactic power. This is not going to end well for you. You will acquiesce to my commands or you'll be destroyed. Is that clear?
He says, we are the grunts. We always come in when after the damage you've caused. All of you scattered across the spiral arm.
The damage I've caused? We just saved billions of lives. What have you done today apart from invade space of a neutral power?
If you come in after the damage that we've caused, imagine the damage that we can cause to you.
Can I spend a fate point to go first? Or is that only a GM trick?
Yeah, you're impulsive. I'll let you do it.
Okay, fate points marked off. The Praetor talks too much, so I'm going to blast at full force with a quantum ray.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
We've just become rebels. We started a civil war.
No, you're the boss. You started it.
You started it. I didn't do anything.
They set us up.
You're looking at the
This was a setup. It was a setup from the beginning.
Yeah.
I will spend another fate point to roll again.
Okay.
God, that was horrible.
You got to invoke something, Ian.
Oh, I do. You're right. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep.
Fate rookie here.
Sorry, man.
Arrogance is my armor.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Come on, give me something better than that. Yeah.
It's all right.
So that's 4 with the stone, right?
Yeah.
I'll go with that for now.
Okay. You blast the ship and it slices off. Like they've got these the starship's got these wings, not necessarily needed for zero gravity, but in orbit. I mean, when it comes into an atmosphere, and it slices off like got 4 wings, slices off 2 of them. Missiles go flying off into space. You can see people, crew members, popping out of the open access ports before it closes off. You see steam coming out of it, and the ship just like cantilevers to the side as you see one of the engines that's attached to one of the wings just start to spiral off into the distance. And you could see it's like static on the screen. He's like, "No! Attack them! Attack them! We will not disrespect us! Attack!" And then you just like, and then the screen goes dead.
Rooks every goddamn time.
And
And
you
there
guys
she
are
goes.
I'm sorry. Are you talking again?
under attack by a huge gang of mooks. You're probably talking about 10 each for you guys. So it's like a swarm of them as they pilot their ships. I don't think I have a picture of it, but I did have an image in my head.
Rux is in her element. She just pulls her sword off of her back and charges merrily towards the nearest group of mooks.
Yeah, seeing that combat now is inevitable, I will draw the enormous sword from my back and float menacingly in space.
Oh, there we go. There we go. And let's go back here. Come on. Come on. My computer is slow. It is slow. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, there's about 50 of them. 40 of them.
Bunch of them.
Armor guys. Bam! There we go. Come on, computer. You're ancient. Sorry, you guys froze in front of me. I hope you can hear me.
We still got you.
Still here.
All right. There we go. Bam. All right. Who goes next? Oh, you get to choose who goes next. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'll let Venice go next.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm not gonna be able to talk my way out of this since we just murdered like 30 people. Okay.
Difficult not playing a bruiser, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to think about things. It's like, what the hell? No, and usually I just punch things. So I guess it's fight or get blasted. So I will zoom forward with just ridiculous speed, and my idea is instead of attacking, I'll just zoom through the pack, and with my crazy intergalactic speed, hopefully like pull some of the ships together in the wake of my crazy speed.
Cool.
So what? Let's see. I guess that would be like physique, maybe, which I don't have, so I'll use that.
Or would it be your athletics?
I don't have that either. I'm a wimp. I don't know how I'm like the boss.
Or you could create an advantage. I don't know. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea, but I've rolled the dice. And they're blank, so that's going to be a whopping 0 to teleport past them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't have any athletics. I have one physique. I have one.
The stone gives you +2, right, DBJ?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it
So
does.
it'll be a 3 in that case.
Okay. That's enough to take out one of them
Okay.
and have them follow you. But if you want to take out one, you can do that.
Yeah, 1 is fine.
Okay. All right.
So basically, the Praetor just sighs and just focuses for a second, and with just shocking speed, zooms through, and one of the ships is just like torn apart in the wake of his ridiculous speed. And he'll stand on the other side with his sword in his hand. And then I'll have let's have Oxmo go next.
Okay.
No.
That's right. Okay. With a growl, I will fly towards the first fighter that comes within range, and I will actually grab it by the nose and swing it like a like a bat into the other ones just for effect.
Cool.
Okay. Um,
I think one or two of you may have stunts that allow you to attack mooks.
I got +2.
Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. So that's just for narration. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Good.
So I'll use my fight to do it, and let's see how it goes. Hopefully better than my last roll. Oh, wow, man. Okay. I will. I'll spend a fate. Actually, actually, I won't spend anything. That will actually give me a 0 + 2 is 2, and then +2 because of my unwashed masses stunt. Well, actually, I'll come out with a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's easy enough.
Okay.
Sorry about the clicking. Yeah.
So
Easy
like I said, I grabbed one of the fighters that's closest to me, and Oxmo's hands just like crunch into the nose of it, and then he kind of grabs it, and with the momentum of the fighter, he kind of swings around and then dashes it and lets it go into the other fighters like a bowling ball knocking pins down.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Who do you want to go next?
I will, since Rux has. Well, did Rux actually go first, or she just went before everybody else on a different round, or what?
Yeah, just went before everybody else.
Okay.
I'll say it's a different round.
Okay,
So-
all right. So since she's pretty impulsive and everything, she's got to be able to go next.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
There'll be nothing left for the rest of us.
Okay, so let's see here. It says that this companion stone has a blast radius, a blast range. Sorry, that's our blast radius. I apologize. What's a blast range? Is that a blast radius, or is that just like a range of my
It's just a general range of how far you could fire it. If you're like, can you fire it from one planet to another, maybe? Or
Okay,
from,
gotcha.
if you're upper atmosphere, could you hit the ground?
Okay. No, in that case, then yeah. So I'm going to try to do another one of these. In fact, this time I'm going to use a wave of. What do I use? Oh, it's quantum energy. Yep. So I'll use another wave of quantum energy into a loop of these mooks. Just wanted to check out my stunt to see if I had anything. Yeah, I do. Do I have to declare a stunt before I roll, or no?
No, you can use the stunt unless it says it costs like a fate point or something.
It does cost a fate point.
Most of the characters have stunts that are like rather automatic, making you a bit better than like a standard.
No, I have one that costs a fate point. So, well, first I'll make an attack, and if I roll really well, then I'll invoke the stunt. Is that okay?
Sure.
Or no? Okay. Here we go. Let's see. This is a fight, yeah? Actually, I rolled the wrong dice last time.
If not to get too specific here, I think she has the wow, I don't even remember the name of it. So I'm about to.
She has a stunt called Piles of Bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. But it says it's equal to my success. So,
Yes. So whatever you roll.
To use, right?
Right. So whatever you roll, that's how many are taken out.
But like I said, can I choose to spend the fate point after I roll the attack?
Absolutely.
Cool. There you go. There's the attack. That's going to be nice. So that's 6 plus 2 for the weapon. That's 8.
Okay.
So yeah, I will do that. Then I'll spend a fate point to take out 8 of these mooks.
Wow.
That's just to let the GM know I have no fate points left, so I'm totally compellable.
Bloodthirsty.
Now you can describe how you do it, whether
She lets loose this wave of quantum energy that just ripples across the battlefield, and it slams into hits 3 of these things right away, and it knocks them about and slams them into 3 more, and then they bounce off and hit 2 more, and they're just exploding in every which direction, parts flying everywhere. And it was a group of 10 of these. You said they're like space bike kind of things. So 2 of them just barely using, crazy evasive maneuvers managed to pull out of there alive. But otherwise, it's just this massive chain of explosions as 8 of these things go up in space.
Cool. Sweet. And it, just to be clear, I think you can use it like once per scene, or you can use a fate point to keep doing it over and over.
I think it said once per session.
Once
per scene. You're right. It is once per scene.
Once per scene. Yep.
Once per scene, and then it says you may spend a fate point to do the same. Does that mean that I can use it once for free and then use? No, it's just once.
No. Yes. Well, yes for free, and then if you had fate points, you could keep using it for each fate point. You can. I want to use it again.
That didn't cost me a fate point.
Use it again. Use a fate point. That kind of thing. Yep.
So it didn't cost me a fate point to use it the first time then?
You didn't. Did you want to take it back and only take out 6? I'll let you do that.
Well, he's asking. Did you have to?
No, you do not.
Fate point the first time?
You do not have to spend a fate point to use it.
Okay.
The first time.
8 was my total anyway, because I had 6 on the dice plus 2 for the stone. So.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. I'll keep the fate point then.
Okay, just giving you the option, so you don't have to spend it. Cool.
Okay, could use it, took them all out.
No problem. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, and you get to decide who goes next, including the bad guys.
Let's see. So.
Yeah, I forgot.
Who has not gone yet? Jim, Joe, and the bad guys, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm very interested to see what he's going to do, so I'm going to let Zahn go next.
Okay. Jean, saying that most of the companions are pretty handily taking care of everything, is going to he's going to do a, let's see here, create advantage. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do a system link download. So I'm going to try to download whatever information that they have on their ships as far as any transmissions they've made, who they've had contact with, who sent them, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I want to do. Would that be infiltration or technology?
Yeah,
that'd be infiltration, I imagine.
Yeah, and that'll definitely create an advantage if you do it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so +2 on computer interactions with skills. So
yep.
That would be.
And you get another +2 from the stone.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm starting out at legendary.
Wow.
Good thing too, because it went down to fantastic. But I'll take it.
Oh, okay, you absolutely succeed with style. Did you want to create that as an advantage for everybody? Like you downloaded that information so that everyone else can pick up on it, or what were you looking at?
Yeah. Well, I really wanted to kind of find out, okay, who really sent them and all that kind of stuff. But I'm downloading all the information on the ship systems or whatever. So I'm also projecting out, like, I'll use it as like an advantage. So like I'll be able to let the rest of them know, okay, these are the weak points on the ship.
What's it called?
System knowledge. Call that. I know it's kind of generic, but.
System schematics. That's it.
That sounds better. Thank you.
That was cool.
System schematics.
You find out that there's a contingent in the spiral arm. The contingent of the spiral arm empire, known as the war factors, and they've kind of been slowly. They're like these. They want to take over from where the companions, the Vanguardians, are. So they want to be like the military arm, and they feel that the Vanguardians wield too much power, even though there's not many of them, and so they want to be the spiral arms police, security, military, and they're always like riding like on your coattails, kind of coming in. Normally they're like a peacekeeping force. Basically feed people, make sure fix buildings, transport people from one place to another. But now they want to get some political force to move in, and they are trying to use this event as a thing to say, hey, look, they're ignoring people's wishes. They just get to do what they want. Look what happens when there's even more than one of them together. Look what kind of havoc they cause, and just trying to create all kinds of dissent and then move in.
Okay. All right. All right. Next, I'll let the enemy go.
All right. All right. Let's attack. Let's attack Plax first.
Sure.
Yep. These guys are mercenaries, so it might be possible for you to have some effect on them. But they are going to roll to attack you with a. Damn, and see, for some reason my computer just doesn't allow it to go up there. And they get a 3. That's what is that? Good. All right, and let me go backwards here. Plax.
Yes.
Yes. What is your? I'll pull it up myself.
What's that?
Your defensive ability.
I am going to use my athletics to dodge their blasts. I assume that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I will fly
They're in their
up.
heavy armor. They're like blasting at you. Yeah, I think you get a.
So I got a 4, and do I get my ring bonus? Because I'm using it to fly about. So that's a 6. Or my companion stone bonus. So I got a 6.
Okay. They are like, you noticed as you're like dodging them in space that they're using like mob tactics. Like they're firing together to force you to fly it in a direction so that the other
right, they're hurting me.
Right.
Okay.
So as long as they stick around, they're going to get an extra bonus like to hit you, but you're quick, so they had no. I mean, they just firing in space, coming in all directions, flying after each other, peeling off, trying to zoom around, and firing bolts of energy at you, and they don't hit you. Next, Oxmo. Let's go.
What, they dare?
Wait, I haven't gone though.
Yeah, Plax is the last one to go.
They're attacking me, right? Oh, I thought, okay.
I haven't gone in 2 rounds.
No, I thought I was being attacked.
He's still attacking.
Oh.
I don't know. That's what I assumed.
All right, they roll. I'm pretty sure they didn't hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I roll a 3. Oxmo.
Okay.
Defend yourself.
Okay. So I've got athletics, so it will be +3 total. So let me roll.
Block with your head.
Oh.
Block with your face.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay, that's a 5. So I beat.
Oh yeah. You crushed up the one. The other tried to take revenge. Get off of him! And they're like flying at you, straight out of the dog fight in which movie was it? I think it was Return of the Jedi. I think had probably one of the best space dog fights.
Oh yeah. So much going on. Yeah.
But yeah, they handily miss you.
Okay.
Should break them up a little bit. Praetor, after you.
Okay. I'm gonna get smacked.
Ooh, a 7.
Oh,
you know that.
Okay. Right. So I've got no athletics to jump out of the way.
It's cool. He can totally take it. He's our leader, after all.
It says here that I can once per game use rapport instead of any other skill. So what I would like to do is they fire, and I just lift my hand and I say, "Stop! I command you as Praetor and Chancellor of the Empire of the Spiral Arm."
Ooh.
And use rapport.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how this goes. Okay, that's a 6. I will
Stone.
need to invoke something.
Stone +2.
Stone.
Oh, yeah, okay, so it's actually an 8 that I have.
Yep. Wow.
That's a close call.
A booming voice.
Behold!
And that's why you're praying
Nice.
The first 3 come in for their attack run at you, and one of the pilots, he turns off his targeting computer and he's like, it's the Praetor, we can attack him. You know who that is? And the others are like, we have to follow instructions, and like, you know, so they start like firing wildly. Others like fly right past you, like, and start flying past you. They're like, they're regrouping themselves because they're like, we're not sure what we should do. You attack him. No, don't fire at him. So, yeah, you can absolutely do that. That's basically his. Anywhere he's gone, he's like picked up a skill. You know, it's like his orders and stuff. That's cool. Next one. Bam. All right, Rux. Not that it's going to matter.
Okay. So, for depending.
There's only 2. Yeah, there's only 2. So there.
I was going to say, what skill would you use for the force shield thing? Is that based on will, or is it based on whatever skill I can tie it to?
The stone will give you an automatic +2, and then when you take damage, it will subtract. It's like like armor. Yeah, it's like armor.
So it's either like athletics to dodge.
Yep.
Or what? Or
Physique to kind of stand there and make stuff bounce off of you, I would think.
I'll let you. If you describe
can I use fight to like parry the? I use fight to just parry and knock missiles away using my sword.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, if you describe the skill, I'll let you use it.
All right. So she's got these missiles coming at her. She's just kind of flying around, swinging the sword, trying to knock them away. Where's my gun? Here we go. So that's a 6, +2 for the force shield, 8.
Wow.
Can I create a boost or aspect or something?
I would let you, but they roll too high.
Okay.
They rolled a 6, so just.
Okay. I thought you said they rolled a 2.
Even though there's only 2 of them, they're like, suicide.
Oh, there's only 2 of them. I'm sorry. I thought you said they rolled 2. Fair enough.
I'm sorry.
I misunderstood what you said when you said there was 2. I thought that was what they rolled. I apologize.
No, I apologize. No, there are 2 of them, and I'm rolling them as a group. Essentially.
That's cool.
They're attacking as a group. But
what happens on a tie then? Do they get a boost on me or something? Don't they, since they were attacking?
I don't know.
Yes.
In the interest of fairness, you know.
Yeah, I think they do.
They do.
Okay.
So
You may be flanked, or you may be outmaneuvered, or you may be, whatever.
on the defense.
Yeah, and then DBJ, that gives you a +2 in your next attack against Rooks.
And that happens when there's a tie.
Yeah. So I've got a sheet I'll send you actually.
Okay.
Since Rux was defending, and they tied his roll, they just get a boost.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then then you can invoke that when you want to.
Rux is a her Oxbow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I did not know
that. Sorry.
I did not know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's got like all the outcomes and stuff. It's really handy. I got it off Jim and Dave.
Cool, thanks. And the last one is we're going to attack Zahn.
Okay.
And
John is going to basically stand there and let the shots come, and basically using his where is it? I guess using the stone essentially to kind of erect a kind of like a shield around him,
Mhm.
basically help defend himself. So he's going to use physique and just kind of allow the electromagnetic energy to deflect all
I'll,
the.
I'll I'll give you the +2 for the intrusion in their computer systems. So I'll give that to you as well.
Okay, cool,
Forgot about that.
cool. I'll take that.
System semantics. Schematics.
All right, let me make my roll. And it's 1, 2, 3, 6.
Okay, cancels -1 +4, and then physique is.
Did you create that advantage with style, Joe, or no? Just regular?
I created with style. So 2, 4, 7.
Got 7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Um, ships they come to surround you and outflank you as you're flying through the air, and they start firing their blasts, and they just bing 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 bounces off you
I'm
static electricity.
basically like kind of like using my
Just
hand, and I'm like every shot that comes in, my hand is moving as quickly as like Darth Vader, and basically blocking each shot and deflecting each shot like around me, like, and I'm just kind of like looking at each one that shoots at me to kind of like really.
You know you're giving Jim ammo, don't you?
yeah, yeah. Robots don't give middle fingers. You know that, don't you? Yeah. All right. Who gets to go now? Oh, Plax. Plax
Yep.
gets to go.
Good old Flex.
Damn.
Come on, it's your turn. You've been saying you get skipped over. Go.
Who? Me?
You.
Oh, okay. All right. I am going to create an advantage called Quantum Supernova, and I'm going to burn like a star and try to blind everyone. Actually, it's not a created advantage. I'm going to make an attack, a blind attack, attempting to overcome to put. Well, I guess it is. It's putting
Blinded.
blinded on them. So
Conditional.
creating the advantage condition aspect. So I am going to use. What am I using for this? What could I possibly use?
Physique.
Right. I'm not sure. I'm going to use my quantum control over light, so I guess I will will it into action and let us go. Are there any active anything with free invokes on the board?
Joe may have system semantics may have one left. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 2 plus my will of 0 plus 2 from the whatchamacallit, the stones, and that makes it a 4. I am going to that's what I got.
You use Joe's aspect.
Can I use your aspect?
His advantage rather.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bump that up to a 6.
Ooh. Okay.
So
And
it will put a blinded by the light. Blinded by the light.
all right. 2. Okay. And I'll even say that you were able to focus that light through their sensors, so that the rest of the group isn't affected by it. You were able to actually fire the light through their helmet sensors in their StarCraft and give them the blinded aspect, which is awesome. Anybody else? I think that's everybody, right?
That's it.
It is indeed. So
So who has the ability to attack multiples? Who can attack multiple mooks?
I can.
I mean, we probably all can if we. Well,
Oh,
I don't know.
Like I can't. I know some people may have a stunt that allows them. So I'm going to let Rux go. She can hopefully finish off a bunch of people.
How many more of these guys are
Yeah.
left? I know I've taken out about 9 so far.
You're talking 38. And
Is that all?
yeah, that's it.
Do that.
Okay. God, I gotta do all the heavy lifting around here. All right.
You always do.
Well, I've got these other two that are still in my face that got me on the back foot. So technically, I'm going to make an attack roll against them, and then if I do really well, then I'll invoke my stunt and take out a whole bunch of other guys along the way. So let's see here. Bring back up my fate roller. My fight is +4. So that's +4 total.
Stone. Don't forget your stone.
Yep, makes it 6. Thank you. And let's see. You used up the last free invoke, didn't you, Plax?
Yeah.
I've actually got blinded. I don't know how many invokes did it
there's a
succeed.
free invoke on that, is there?
Yeah, there's one at least. I don't know if it succeeded with style to get 2, but I know there's one.
Are you okay, DBJ? Or?
I rolled and I
Okay.
got a 1. So I'm pretty sure you definitely succeeded with stuff.
I'm going to invoke that blinded aspect anyway to make it a total of 8. So that means 7 successes.
Yes.
So I will spend my last fate point because I'm arrogant, and wipe out 7 more. So she quickly realizes that these two have the upper hand on her, but then that flare goes off and they're kind of stunned for a moment. She slashes out with her sword and cuts the 2 of them in twain, and then she does like this spinning kick and kicks the 4 pieces off, and each one flies out and hits another ship, and one just happens to one of those ships just happens to split in a way that takes out another one along the way. So that's your 7 ships down.
Wow. Okay.
There you go.
And I will now I will let Plax go next then.
Okay.
Okay. Flax is up.
That's you, Jim.
Okay. No, Lloyd just my phone went ding ding with the messenger, so I was trying to see what was going on there. Okay. So now there are 31 left?
31.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to. What am I going to do? I am going to begin to spin.
Okay.
And create an advantage called singularity using my quantum gravity, and attempt to pull the ships that are darting about closer into me.
And you have that blinded aspect that you put on all of them. So don't forget that.
Okay. All right. So I am going to utilize my. I guess I'm grabbing them, so that would be similar to a physique roll, which is the same as anything else. So that's 0. So let's have at it here.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Oh, nice. All right, so that's +2, plus fur, and then I will use that invoke to of the blinded, so I get 6.
Wow.
And yeah, that's going to be that. That's going to be 6.
All right. Wow. Okay.
So I'm creating an aspect called singularity. So as they dart about me, they begin to slow and kind of orbit around as they begin to descend towards me being at the center of the singularity.
Well, you definitely succeed with style on that one.
Nice.
Yes. So,
Okay.
I'll
So Oxmo,
okay. Go ahead.
hopefully this can round them up so that one of my more bellicose companions can put them down.
Well, I was going to give you the option. Like, I was going to either say you can take out the because there's like 8. There's 8 of them after each of you. There's none around Rux because Rux took them all out, and Praetor's got like 7 of them. So I'll give you the option either taking because you succeeded with style, taking the ones out that are around you, or creating the like black hole advantage and let everybody else take advantage of it.
I'll create the advantage and let the others take advantage of it because I think they could actually do more with it than I can.
Okay, cool. But you still got the success of bam.
And I will, Oxmo, you can go next if you haven't gone.
Okay. All right. So I see that Plex created that the black hole, and what I'm going to do then is I'm also going to attempt to create an advantage by willing my stone to create a wall of force, and my intent is to possibly use that almost like a big shovel and just push them when I can, into the black hole at a later time. But I'm just going to create the wall right now. So
Okay.
I'm creating an advantage of a wall of force. So I'm going to use my will to do it.
All right.
Lost an Ian too. Something's going on in
Oh,
Ireland.
wow. It sure is, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Our companions are getting taken out. Ah, man, that's horrible. Okay, I'm going to use once again. I'm going to invoke no authority above the stone, and I'm going to re-roll. So,
Okay.
man, it's killing me. Okay, all right. So that will give me a 3 plus 2 is 5, and then I am going to.
Singularity is there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you, Jim. Okay, I'll do that. I'll spend a. I have to spend a fate point for that though. So I'll go
It's
ahead.
got free.
Oh, it does have a free one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Then, with permission, I will use that, and that'll bump it up to a 7 then.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So now there's a wall of force. Is that a regular success, DBJ, or with style for that advantage?
Oh no, that was definitely with style.
Okay, so that's 2. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you guys can picture that. If you guys can picture Oxmo creating this this bright wall of force that's slowly starting to move and kind of herd the remainder of the mercenaries into the effects of the gravity well. If you guys can figure out how to utilize that, feel free. It's got 2 invokes on it. Free.
Force wall. Wow. Okay. Who's next? We've got Rux and
I'm sorry.
Zion.
Let's see.
Rux already went this turn.
Rux went. Okay,
Prayer
so
is the bad guys, isn't it?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. And
so Praetor, Zahn, and that's it, and then the bad guys. Or
Yeah.
just okay. All right. Well, okay, we're waiting for Praetor. So Zahn, you better go next.
Okay. I'm gonna make things interesting. Let's see here. What is it? I want to not it's not invoke, but I want to basically what is it? I forget the opposite of invoking something. If you
You want to
Compel.
compel?
compel, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, I want to compel my vulnerable to viruses, hacks, and computer intrusions, and and essentially I'm going to um, provide the enemy with uh, let's see here, John 4 of Lago's technological upgrade, and essentially upgrade their systems to um, uh, provide either better telemetry power or whatever else that they need to give them an advantage. So
Telemetry.
uh, whatever. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna use my technology to try to boost them up and give them an advantage. So let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Plus
I hear
eight
you too.
legendary.
Wow. All right, let me. Oops, clear that. Clear that.
Rolling pretty well.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you want it? Did you want to use that against like a limited number, or use that like an advantage so everyone else can
It's an advantage for the enemy to utilize.
to utilize? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
You,
like they
you,
basically kind of hack my systems to say, hey, like you need to help us, and it's like, well, my protocol is to help people. So yeah, so
Cool.
basically what they kind of hacked into my lower systems as far as the desire to protect people.
Damn it,
Now
Zana.
does that gives Zana that gives
yes,
him a fate point, right?
yes,
If you have a compelled, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
My sound back up to
And
two pay points.
And you could create an advantage using that DBJ against him if you wanted, or I mean, you can,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever,
All right.
All right.
And with that, let's see here. Who's left? The bad guys and Praetor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let
So
the bad guys go.
Not sure if Predator's going to be coming back.
Uh-oh. Oh, and then let the bad guys go.
he was behind this all along, obviously.
Okay. Let's see. We've got a singularity created here. We've got a force wall, probably I don't know, a couple hundred miles wide.
Wow.
Fear me.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're outclassed here. The they're going to use the telemetry that they received,
Hmm.
and they start talking amongst themselves. Squad 3, let's go back, and we need to go back through the wormhole. Of course, the wormhole's got to be created from Zon in the first place. So instead, they decide to take an active retreat, and they start heading towards the cold planet, in the outer system. About 3 of them basically turn their weapons back towards you as they start backing out of the system, and start using their emergency. They start using their emergency thrusters to make their way towards the outer planet. They're not moving. According to your speeds, they're not moving very fast. They're probably moving as fast as Plax can, and he's the slowest one of you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna
Damn you,
follow.
Vanguardians!
I think that they've been whipped, and running with their tails between their legs. So,
It's, they're over the microphones like, it's not worth this kind of money. It's not worth this trouble.
oh wow, okay,
Hate
all
those
right.
Vanguardians.
Okay. I don't know
One's
what you
talking
guys
about.
are.
We'll let
All
him
right,
go, but unfortunately, someone else will be back.
right.
Well, once we take the, well, I was gonna say, well, no. I'm sure this can be worked out. This is all some type of misunderstanding with protocol or something of that nature.
And DBJ, I have pressed a communicate button to the Black Moon Cartel.
Okay.
And once per game session, I will call upon a group of armed group of mercs. So my ships will drop out of hyperspace from the Black Moon Cartel.
Okay. They were waiting there for you, waiting for the call.
So we're going to provide security for this planet right now.
Oh wow.
I can understand that.
Oh wow.
Since you are legally a member of the Empire, then that's fine.
Wow. They're really not gonna. They're gonna go for it. They're not gonna like that. I mean, the Empire not like that at all. The Empire, the Senate gathers together again for its daily bickering, and starts commiserating over the course of action, and I can't believe that the Vanguardians have established such a foothold in the system. What happens if they're in the populated areas of the Commonwealth? And so they're going back and forth, and you guys are just like, whatever, like, don't involve us. But they do want to know more about this religious leader, who seems to be the crux of what's happening in this system. And they
Russ will tell us all about him. He's an asshole.
Yes, and but the war factors, a section of the Spiral Arm, wants to get the contract to patrol portions of the galaxy, and they feel they're pissed off because how dare the Black Moon Cartel protect this a planetary system, a place full of they're just gangsters and thieves, computer hackers.
Are we not all equals here as part of the Empire? How dare you denigrate my faction? Are we not all as one? Is that not what your laws say?
You pay no taxes. You ignore our laws and our rules. We can't believe one of you were picked as a companion. I mean, picked by the companion stones.
But we've been duly chartered. Our place here is legal according to your laws.
The Chancellor gets a emergency communique and places you guys on hold for just a hold on. Places you on hold, and then gets the emergency communique and says that that a quasar is going supernova, and requests the assistance of any of the Vanguardians that are not currently involved in ongoing political situations to go check it out.
Okay, we must heed the call once again.
And
technically, aren't we involved in a political situation right here, though?
We must heed the call.
And that will.
I was going to take a nap.
That will be the end of this game. Just for those that if they've stuck through and want to watch it, I want to actually put up the pictures of all the characters, if you guys don't mind. I'll just place them up here a little bit, one at a time. But yeah, so that's the end of the session. Of course, you guys are awesome. So I definitely got to end it with giving out some fate points there. I think this is Zahn. Let's see. Let's share this out here. Bam. And
cool.
Did it come up?
Oh yeah. Good. So far, so good.
Cool.
Zahn is
it never looks the same way twice on my side.
Okay, yeah. No, you're good. You're still moving.
Okay.
Still good to go.
Zahn
Really?
asks, "Do these pants make my butt look big?"
Right.
No, your
Um,
big butt makes your big butt look big.
Don't blame the pants.
That's hilarious. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, here we
Zontological.
go. Praetor. Let's see. Bam. And
Who mysteriously disappeared when the political maneuverings happened.
Right. Told
So
you.
we know he's behind it. That's right.
Right. But that can't be though.
Oh, that's your girlfriend. I forgot.
That is Praetor. He is what he is.
so bad. Yeah.
Rest
That's,
in peace.
Did you do that on purpose, DBJ? Have like two people on one side and then two people who were kind of like two lawful people and then two kind of chaotic people and then Joe. Well, I guess Joe is lawful, so it's more like three.
No, Joe's logical, not lawful.
Don't forget there was another
There's
character
a
that we
difference.
could choose.
Yeah, I mean, I-
there was. Right?
Yeah, there was one monk, but the monk.
I mean, I kind of did it that way, just to throw some into it. And I didn't really want it to make it a superhero thing.
Mhm.
I was kind of thinking more, I didn't want it to be so like, oh, that's so there's plaques.
There's plaque.
Black.
You didn't want it to be all benevolent and nicey nice, yeah.
Yeah, but just because it's superhero doesn't mean it has to be nicey nice.
Black Knight of the
doesn't-
Spaceways.
I never said superhero.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that.
That's why I was teasing.
It's way out there,
Yeah. I was
but
like, hey,
it doesn't
sci-fi.
have to be superhero.
It gets a bad rat, whatever. You say superhero, people think,
Yeah, I don't know where he got that idea. I think it was somebody. Was it you compared it to Green Lantern or something like that?
Oh yeah, Green Lantern
Is
and
that a superhero or am I wrong? 'Cause
Nova Corps.
Yeah,
but
Nova Corps.
It's just
Yeah.
the
Either
idea
way.
that comics can't be dark or serious or whatever. That's all.
Actually, the majority of the ones that were made in the movies are that way.
Yeah.
We just
Nah,
don't.
dude.
They just didn't say they were.
Oh wow. Yeah,
There's Osmo.
that's even better picture.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know who designed those
Mhm.
because I mean I know that it says Martian Manhunter, but
Yeah.
I don't know who designed those, but did an awesome job. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know who
definitely.
came up with the
Yeah, it's good.
who did the what do you call that, the concept work, but
Concept art.
it's concept art. Yeah, it's sweet. Oh, there's and I'm
Actually, I
missing
told a lie at the beginning of the
Where's
session
Rose?
when I said that I don't read comics. I never get into comics because I actually have a collection of Conan comics upstairs.
See, there-
Yeah.
those are pretty dark.
Yeah, they're full of like boobs and blood.
Are those the Ernie Chan art ones?
Are those a sort of what is it?
Yeah, Savage Sword of
Savage
Conan.
Sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are good.
Those are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Where's
got all of
Roxanne?
those
Oh, here we
books.
go.
I've got like 6 books of those that have all of the comics together.
Come on.
I don't know what happened to Fate Roll Online thing. I couldn't. Like at
You
first
have
it
to
was
turn
up
you have
there.
to turn your camera on.
Rock.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Rux.
Rux.
Yeah, my character
A little
sheet
hard to
says
see.
that I only have a fair physique, but obviously it's mistaken.
There she is, Rux.
Oh, sorry.
He's slight of build. She's 4'11".
She wiped out half of that fleet.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
I always liked the Silver Surfer, Green Lantern Corps. Like I always liked those, and every comic books go through their cycles where they're like, hey, we're going to bring them back and do things, but I always liked that idea of getting this core people together to for something, and then finding out that not everybody agrees.
Mhm.
Everyone agrees with what of the intention, but not how to do it.